Do some mic checks here, and then we're gonna get going. Probably right there is good enough. All right. Hello, mic check 1 2. All right, sounds like we got some sound here. Everything's going. I gotta start seeing some chat first. Once I see someone's name pop up, I'm gonna hide it. Are we good? We live? We good? Live. Testing. Okay, cool. I am, no offense, going to hide that though. Okay. So what's going on, Hood Nation? It's your DFX. We're gonna do Saitama versus Popeye. Please watch original full screen tab and buy my digital. Shut up. Also, they're kind of okay with the reactions. I know they are, but they gotta. There's people upstairs. I'll just put it that way. Obviously, cop some gear if you guys can. And on our end here, yeah, I'm going to hide the chat so I don't see it because of the spoilers. And I feel bad because some of you genuinely want to talk to me during this, and I really love, that's why I do this, because I actually enjoy that interaction. However, there's always that one person that's going to ruin it and pop it and say, guess who wins? And so I got it hidden, but you as the viewers can kind of see it. Also, I have it kind of mystified, as you can tell here with the screenshot. I have this on purpose because, again, they're now to the point where you're not allowed to show it perfectly. So you kind of have to muddy it, the image. Which kind of sucks, because this might be a little bit too freaking heavy of a thumb. Actually, maybe I should get a better one instead of that, because that might be a little bit too chaotic, and you guys might not be able to see that, so. Let me, crap. Probably should have tested this first. Blocker, let's go to the filter. Let's do a little bit less of opacity. I would think this would probably be good enough. There. I think that's good enough for y'all. I'm assuming it is, so. Alright, so, I guess, again, who I think's gonna win? I mean, I would like to say Saitama, but I grew up watching Popeye. I don't really remember it. Popeye was something that you watched when you were obviously in single-digit age. And it kind of went away by the time I got to my teens. Like, you know, Popeye just kind of fell off the radar. Like, the show maybe got canceled or whatever. Saitama, obviously, I've seen every episode possible. I know his feats pretty well. I don't know anything about Popeye flying and jumping, kicking off the moon and punching stuff. I know Popeye can be, as long as he got his spinach, he definitely is strong. But I've never seen him explode. Bruno, I think his name was the bad guy, so, or anything like that. So I'm guessing Saitama's gonna win.
Punch Man. Popeye, the Sailor Man.
I'm kind of curious.
Versus West. Old versus new. Healthy eating versus basic exercise. These two warriors may seem ridiculous, but they're unassuming.
But I'm curious to see what they can show with Popeye. So he got movies too. He got movies. We can't forget that.
Who would win a death battle?
Personally, me though, I really wanted to see Krillin versus Saitama. I think a lot of people did, but I digress.
Life is pain, brutal and short. The challenges we face during our brief sojourn on this tiny
I guess before we start, take a peek here. Please no spoilers. Where's we all win? All right, fair enough. Okay, but yeah, I'm sorry, I'm still gonna hide it. I just want to make sure no one's complaining about audio, so I'm assuming that it sounds good enough. I could probably turn up the audio a little bit of the show, right? I think that's good right there.
They light a fire in our soul. They make it all worth something. Without them, we are lost.
Yeah, it's a little early in the day for an existential crisis, but luckily I came prepared.
To be fair,
this failed salaryman, all it took to get that
I totally did Goku training. Like, I used to do like 500 push-ups a day and everything, and I ended up popping my left rotator cuff and my knee. I messed up pretty bad. That's why I got surgery now. But in a nutshell, I know people go, oh, you're stupid. Like, well, I was like 12, 13 years old. I didn't have a father figure. I didn't have a professional trainer. I saw these cartoons doing this shit, so it's like, I can do this. I can get strong, and I messed up my body bad. So, like, I kind of wish they did have disclaimers. I know it sounds stupid, but we all, I mean, as an adult, you know better. But as a kid, it's like you see your favorite character exercising, and you want to be strong like them, so.
passion back was to save this chin child from a crab monster in underwear. That was a sentence.
This man was Saitama, and he was going to be a superhero.
And so he trained, pushing his body beyond its limits and shattering the boundaries of humanity.
So hard, his frickin' hair fell out.
Saitama's strength grew exponentially day by day, with the goal of becoming the greatest hero who ever lived.
And much to his horror, that's exactly what he got.
I really wish there was
one punch. Damn it!
They need more seasons of this show. It's like
he became too strong.
They're taking their sweet time.
The only, the infamous Caped Baldy.
But anyone in school knows him as One Punch Man, as in he can't help but beat almost every opponent he's faced in exactly one punch. One friggin' punch! And this is a universe with some pretty whacked out monsters, like a giant who's over a quarter of a kilometer tall and can stomp city-sized craters into the earth.
Or an Esper who can effortlessly pull giant meteors from outer space.
Or a Monster King who shaved off a continent from the Earth's
likes
surface
video
and
games.
lifted it
Not
into the
really.
stratosphere.
His one buddy that he hung out with, the one class, the phony hero, whatever, you know, the fraud hero. He was the one that liked video games. Saitama just kind of played him with him, just to kind of, you know. But I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, maybe like the comics or something later on, or even during the comics, they state he likes the video games, but I don't think so.
A sweat fighting any of them.
During their battle, that same Monster King absorbed this huge chunk of the Earth's core and fired it at Saitama,
who blocked it by squirt gunning some lava at it. Lava he was bathing in, naked, and then he punched him. Surprise.
Saitama's created after images.
Yeah,
just
so
by
that's manga.
side.
I don't remember that.
A martial arts master with his
ass.
butt and survived the inhospitable
ass foo, alright?
space.
Don't worry about
after
it.
being kicked all the way to the moon and before jumping back to Earth in about 16 seconds.
Yeah.
That's 8% the speed of light.
Kind of like the time he blocked attacks from this alien dude who stated to move near light speed or punch so fast his fist starts to blue shift. You know, that thing that happens when you approach the speed of light?
Saitama utilizes his absurdly superhuman strength and speed with techniques like his devastating normal punch. And if he wants to amp it up, the consecutive normal
the
punches.
serious punch. Yeah.
Those are his attack names? What kind of self-respecting anime protagonist is he?
Plain and simple, he's a satire of one. Instead of seeing his journey from the beginning and enjoying his struggle to the top, we join him when he's already there.
I have to disagree. A lot of people say he's a gag character, satire. I mean, I guess I can kind of see where they're coming from, but I don't see him that way. I see him as a what if scenario. Like, this has never really been done before. Well, mine is Superman, but the personality of Saitama really is kind of where it's different, you know?
Basically, imagine if Goku went Super Saiyan in his fight against Jackie Chun. Kinda sucks all the drama out of it.
It'd be like if you put Goku and Superman together for the personality.
Saitama's life became an
in a
existential nightmare. Without suitable conflict, the struggle that had heretofore defined him became meaningless. His new reality was inescapably boring.
Which is really saying something when he can decimate mountains without even hitting them, or shatter asteroids that rank a 9 on the Torino scale. For those not in the Torino, that's equal to 1 trillion tons of TNT. This guy's training must have been insane.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups.
Yeah, I did more than that.
100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run.
Okay, the kilometer run.
Every single day.
I did.
You gotta be shitting me.
I did an hour a day, max incline 12, with ankle weights of like 10 pounds on each foot. That was my training. It was 500 push-ups, like maybe like 200-300 squats, and I did Hindu push-ups. For those of you who don't know, like I said, I used to be fucking ripped, and like I said, one day I just messed up it was bad, but
it doesn't make sense because it's not allowed to make sense. To be fair, though, to someone who isn't already a trained soldier or athlete, keeping that workout routine every day for years is pretty much impossible.
Well, 100 push-ups and sit-ups are technically doable, especially if you space them out. doing 100 squats and then running half a marathon every single day?
I never ran, like I said. I
Absolutely
did
destroy
power
your
walking
legs.
with
Put
the
simply,
incline.
effective workouts involve shredding muscle fibers at the micro level, then allowing them time to repair themselves more durable than before. This repair process requires hydration, consuming protein and carbohydrates, and lots of sleep.
But Saitama's workout schedule doesn't give them time to repair, which means he was basically just ripping himself to shreds over and over and over. After a few days,
Those
he
squats
shouldn't
was pretty
even
much
be
what I
able to
did
move,
too.
but he
And it
just
wasn't the show that showed me this. I did it
There
way before the
might
show
be an
existed. But
explanation.
those
Take
were
the brilliant
squats.
scientist Dr. Genus, whose half-century of research into evolution Saitama erased in, well, one punch. According to Genus's hypothesis, Saitama's training broke his limiter.
Basically, every living thing on Earth has a limit to their natural abilities. At some point, no matter how badass they are, they'll plateau. Wait a minute. Have I peaked? I gotta go to the gym!
Well, Saitama trained so hard, he literally defied the laws of nature and reality. He just breaks the logic of his world. He crushed the entire field of evolutionary biology in the palm of his hand.
And while he has stated that his strength did eventually stop growing, it's pretty clear he's never gotten close to showing it off in full.
Such as when he fought the godlike alien conqueror Lord Boros, and finally broke out his serious punch. A blow where he punches a little harder than normal.
And reflected Boros' collapsing star-roaring cannon. Now you see, that's an attack name. An energy blast that was going to blow up the friggin' planet. That's over 50 zetatons of TNT. Like a quadrillion of the world's strongest nukes going off at once.
Despite his obvious and overwhelming power, Saitama's accomplishments were never officially recognized. As if no one in their right minds could believe a psych ward Charlie Brown could save the world.
He doesn't seem to mind. Almost as if being removed from anything resembling conflict gave him a perspective on how tropey and contrived his world is. Only Saitama's the only one in on the joke, because who cares about how far up their own ass a supervillain is when you can just chill at home with your buds and play video games?
Maybe that was the real lesson all along. Not to value our lives based on our accomplishments, but on the time we spend living and enjoying life's simple pleasures.
I'll leave that to Saitama, and I can't think of anything more pleasurable than punching so hard my name becomes a byword for literally unbeatable. The dude is the undisputed king of broken anime characters, because until Saitama finds his equal, he's gonna end all his fights in one punch!
I guess that takes care of that.
Popeye the
I just-
Sailor Man, hero, adventurer.
I don't know. Look at him. He already took more than one punch and took Bruno out. So I don't know.
Man, he sounds like he smokes a pack of Marlboro Factories every day. And if you ever wanted to know what angry cat sex sounds like,
Ew.
he can sing.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
How exactly
So how
do
does-
you know? Never mind. Popeye's origins
So
are
how does Popeye keep his pipe from rusting, ladies and gentlemen? He sticks it in olive oil.
humble. Born to the cruelly named Poop Deck Pappy, Popeye was, immediately upon birth, horrifically ugly. So ugly, his father fled in embarrassment of his spawn and never returned.
So Popeye grew up with a chip on his shoulder and a pop in his eye, especially after discovering his higher calling. beating the
Heavyweight
snot
champion
out of
boxer.
people.
Don't worry, Popeye's fists are righteous, only spilling the snot of those who deserve it. Inspired by his adopted father, Whaler Joe, Popeye set out to put his combat prowess to the test and join the Navy, becoming a true sailor man.
It was there he learned the sweet science of boxing and to battle against World War II era racial stereotypes. I'm being non-specific, not just for sensitivity, but because there are so many examples.
Originating in the era of rubber hose animation, Popeye's body is essentially made of, well, rubber, able to stretch, twist, squish, and squash any way he likes.
Well, him versus Luffy then, huh?
A punch that'll knock you around the planet.
Popeye's punches
Luffy?
are fascinating, since they can disincorporate their targets into composite elements, like
What?
turning anchors into fishhooks, an alligator into handbags, and
Joe!
several Native Americans. You know, I don't even want to know.
I think the reason's pretty simple, Wiz. He's a cartoon. He can basically do whatever he
Got
wants.
toon
He can
hacks.
shoot fire from his corncob pipe, pull a canyon closed, punch bolts of lightning out of the air, and even give the sun a black eye.
Judging by the distance the sun is
Oh!
from the Earth, as well as the time it took for the high striker puck to reach it, the puck must have been moving at 500 times the speed of light. In order to generate that force, Popeye must have swung his fist just as fast. Hell, he's even shadowboxed so fast, he's somehow occupied 2 places at once and hit himself.
So, was he just born this way? Is being ugly the secret to pulling insane bullshit superpowers out of your ass? Because if so, you might want to get on that, buddy.
Ha ha, no. The secret to Popeye's immense physical strength is simply the virtue of nutrition.
I knew you'd find a way to make it.
It's
Specifically,
placebo.
Popeye has spent his life consuming a miracle herb that has turned him from a mere sailor into a veritable god. Spinach.
Propaganda straight from the bean counters at Big Vegetable. You'll never get me to eat my grains, damn you! It's only animal flesh and grain alcohol for me!
Originating in Persia, Spinacia oleracea is a leafy green nutrient and antioxidant-rich vegetable that can help prevent cancer and reduce blood pressure.
And apparently imbue your biceps with the power of God and anime.
While a normal can of spinach contains about 44 calories, when used in Popeye's world, its effects are multiplied. Not only does it immediately increase Popeye's already impressive strength and speed even further, it makes him virtually impervious to harm.
It lets him fly, turn invisible, shapeshift his
That-
body into
that-
literally
it's-
anything.
yeah,
and
it was
even
just
survive
ridiculous.
The universe getting turned off. That's right. This big whatever the hell that
Uh-oh.
thing is apparently God, and he turned off reality in order to kill Popeye and his friends. Because why not? Except guess what? Popeye was fine. Why? Because he eats his spinach.
I wonder what its nutritional content is like. Well, let's find out.
I
with
like
Matt.
spinach, but
A single
spoiler
can of
alert, I
spinach
get
in
diarrhea
Popeye's
from
world
it,
was
so
once
I can't
able to
eat it.
grow a bean
It sucks.
so
I love it
tall,
too, and I used to
reached
eat it all the
into outer
time.
Space, all the way to a nearby solar system, and shattered this.
That's what I got for my
stylized yellow
35th
star
birthday.
By measuring the volume of this spinach stock and
My
including the
34
caloric density of regular spinach.
34 or no, 36-year-old birthday, I got gray hair on my face. 35, diarrhea from spinach. Wondering what I'm gonna get next time, you know?
We can calculate one single can of Popeye spinach contains over 46 undecillion calories. That's over 700 octillion times greater than the total calories the average person will consume over their entire life.
That's over
that was a
46
horrible
million
picture to watch.
tons of TNT. Enough to destroy, well, a star. Or enough to punch your annoying neighbor so hard that when they land, they tilt the earth.
By measuring the angle of the planet after tilting, we can determine its axis was adjusted by about 13 degrees in less than a
Jesus
second.
Christ, they thought of
That's the speed
everything,
about
didn't they?
1.8 million meters per second.
I wonder, is that enough to power a rocket ship so fast it travels backwards in time? Yeah, because that happened. I only know of one type of herb that'll take you through time. What kind of spinach it is, it sure ain't normal.
Not true. Popeye doesn't consume some special magic.
The man upstairs, his own animator.
Do, even if it's handed to him by the audience in the real world watching his cartoon.
He can summon cans to his side by whistling for them, praying to gods, painting them into reality, or just waving his hand. The dude has literally been
Bruh.
disintegrated into nothingness. Then his nothingness grabbed a spinach can out of nowhere and ate it. Nothing ate it. His nothing. And then he came back with his. I don't know.
He can even punch so hard he tears the film strip he's being animated on, or exit his cartoon to beat the shit out of his own animator.
So Popeye's basically fought 2 different versions of God and whooped their asses. You know, he's a pretty chill broski, considering he's basically a spinach-eating Lovecraftian nightmare.
But he's always down for a scrap. So if you decide to antagonize him, be aware you're messing with one of cartoon's all-time heavyweight champions. And for your own sake, eat your fucking vegetables.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Okay, that changes. Like I said, I haven't seen Popeye in a long time, and I do remember how op he is. Oh crap, I don't want to read any of those comments, so I'm not looking at them right now. I'm just minimizing this real quick, just so we'll at least watch one ad, just to support them. And I know pressure y'all, I'm just trying to set a good example here. It gets them paid. And yeah, we'll watch one, we'll skip the other. And if I remember on my own time, I will come back to this live stream and I will trim this. Other than that, you guys could fast forward to 1 minute on your side if you are watching this past the live stream. I really want to read your guys' comments right now, but I can't because I'm afraid somebody is going to spoil it. There's always that person that ruins it, and because of that, I can't look at them. Even though right now that would be something very, very fun to do because I got 1 minute still remaining. Yeah, after this, I'm going to I don't have time. 2 o'clock's my cutoff time, which is 45 minutes from now. I wanted to do another run of my game. Actually, I'll do that later tonight, probably. Just because my goal now is between 10 and 2, depending on what little time I have, is to sit down and do this. SMLs, SMG4, Death Battle. I have to go back, obviously, and watch their Death Battle still. And, yeah, I want to do that Monday through Friday. And then, like I said, after around, between, like, 6 and 9... just kick back and show the other game I'm playing. It's my little favorite RPG mobile game that I'm playing. So, all right, we are almost done with this first ad, and then we're gonna go. God, Jesus, my eyes slipped and almost read that comment too much. Yeah, I didn't read anything bad, so I'm good. But it's so hard, especially like me sitting still. That's not a thing. What the hell is this? I'll drink it. Alright. Let's go up here. Alright. This one's 20 seconds. We can... Oh, crap. I don't want to get flagged either, just in case. We'll watch it. It's 20 more seconds. But I mean, what harm is that going to do right now? Again, y'all. Like I said, usually live streams, I kind of do skip the commercials here and there. I try to just watch one at least. It depends how long they are, right? You kind of got to pick your battles. I've seen some commercial ads that are like 40 minutes long. It's like, I can't do that. I'm sorry. It's like literally like a whole episode of some YouTuber that paid to make it happen. I digress. After seeing the information, who is going to win? I would say Popeye at this point, honestly. Like, my mind changed. Because Saitama still... I think Saitama's not done. If his arc was finished, like, he needs 10, 20 more years, right? He probably will go up against a creator or something and whoop him, right? Like, he's too early of a character. Popeye obviously has got so many years of just toon hacks that it seems like he's going to win. But we'll see. Anyways,
all right,
good luck, man.
I
don't know.
through all possibilities.
I still kind of want Saitama. I don't know. I like them both.
Check out BetterHelp.
This show is
But yeah.
sponsored by BetterHelp Online
Oh.
Therapy.
We
More
talk about
therapy.
BetterHelp a
I don't
lot
need
on this
therapy.
show, and this month we're discussing some of the stigmas around mental health.
A shocking amount of people still think going to therapy means there's something wrong with you or that things have reached their breaking point.
There is something
But
wrong with
that's
us.
Not true.
That's why
Therapy
you
is
need
a
to go.
tool to utilize before things get worse to help you learn how to avoid those lows.
So if you're struggling
Yep.
with anything at all,
I have to
BetterHelp
agree with
can
that.
help you.
Well, it's nice to see. I mean, they were in a bad light before BetterHelp. Perhaps they've gotten better. That's my opinion. I'm not.
It's much more affordable than in-person therapy.
I'm assuming Death Battle did their research and came to the conclusion to be sponsored by them. So,
See why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp online therapy.
This
with
show
that being
is
said, I'm
sponsored
going
by
to.
BetterHelp, and Death Battle
Oh!
There. You guys obviously know how to get the link.
Oh man, scrap's always so expensive. No thanks.
Stands no one bad-mouthing me spinach.
So this is the whole animated fight?
Whatever.
The wind up, baby. Maybe it'll be a draw. What?
Well, blow me down. Ya ain't got a scratch on yas.
I know, right? Overwhelming strength is so boring.
I can't read that.
No! Oh. What the? I literally thought the fight was over. That would have been hilarious, actually, but.
A little bit more interesting now.
That's right. He used to always do that. Ooh, he went in for the nut punch right there. You see that? Oh. Ooh. at this point.
You sure is one crazy gazookas.
I'm just a guy who's a hero for fun. Who the hell are you?
Yep, I am what I am, and that's all what I am. What do you know? How am I gonna get back home?
Jesus. He's ripping the ground. What the hell? Why would you do that? Oh! You're gonna put him right through the oh! Oh, we going 3D now? Yo, this is fire! This is amazing! Oh, damn, man. This is right here. I don't even care who wins anymore. I'm just so, like... Popeye looks lit. Yo, he looked lit, man. Like, he needs an anime himself now. Like, oh, no!
Amazing. This is amazing. How did you get so strong?
I eat me spinach.
I ate that expensive shit you couldn't afford, player. Uh-oh.
Can this be? My heart's beating so fast. My muscles ache. I can feel them again.
That's all I can stand, 'cause I can't stand no more.
Uh-oh. It almost
I never
seems...
thought it would happen. A serious fight.
I found it.
Thank you, weird spinach mascot.
Our boy Saitama. If I looked at the dislike to like ratio, I probably wouldn't know who'd win. Ew. Was that the carton eggs he bought? Oh.
He took a big gamble, but now he is scrambled. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Ooh, ooh. Oh, yo, that was fire!
Oh, well, I guess you could say that fight was over easy. Wait, except isn't Saitama's whole gag that he can't lose?
It is, but it's more nuanced than that. Despite breaking his limiter,
That's not
Saitama's
a
strength
gag.
isn't limitless. He's said so himself.
Breaking his limiter meant
Well-
his potential strength was likely infinite, but there's nothing left in his world powerful enough to push him to get stronger, like a bodybuilder stuck with 5-pound dumbbells.
He also doesn't possess some magical ability to kill someone in one punch regardless of effort. Powerful adversaries like Boros and Garo
Took
have
more than one
survived
punch.
his blows repeatedly, albeit
Exactly.
briefly. And he's never met anyone quite like Popeye the Sailor Man.
According to the mangaka, One Punch Man's gag is that Saitama is an anime protagonist at the end of his series, slapped in at the beginning of his series, where he's too strong to have a challenge.
So, if we know Saitama's strength does have a limit, what is it?
We know he can deflect Boros'
I don't know if it does have a limit.
He was clearly super casual.
just hasn't
about it.
been-
He may have called it his serious punch, but that's the joke. He's only now getting kind of serious.
In order
Yeah.
to get as generous a number as
We
possible,
need more episodes
let's
to still
assume
see his
Saitama
full
was
power.
exerting the least amount of effort he could to throw that punch. Since he's still technically a human,
I
we
love
can
that
assume the
picture.
ratio between
Oh.
the least amount of effort possible and the most is relatively consistent with other humans. Let's just say he burned the equivalent of only 1 calorie relative to the strongest punch ever recorded, which was over 1,000 joules. For reference, the average person burns about 1 calorie a minute doing absolutely nothing. So this is assuming
wow.
Saitama is literally as casual as physically possible.
That'd make his strongest punch about 200 times greater than his weakest. Using Boros' energy blast as a base, Saitama's theoretical
Yeah.
strongest punch
It's
would be
just
over
cup
11
speculation.
unitons of TNT. That's absolutely insane. Enough to annihilate Uranus 4 times over.
That's impressive, but that's still far less than Popeye's
Uranus get
Starbuster
one-fisted.
power, which was millions of times greater. Sure,
4
this is
times.
only an estimate. We don't know Saitama's full strength exactly. But the point is,
Oh
whatever
my.
it may be, it can be measured.
That's right, but trying to compare them with just numbers isn't the whole story.
While Saitama can break his world fairly easily, it's still a semi-realistic world that generally obeys the laws of physics.
Popeye in his world, on the other hand, can't really be measured at all. The dude's occupied 2 places at the same time, ripped the film strip he's animated
true.
on, and knocked out the guy drawing him. Can't do math to figure that out. Popeye's just on a whole other level of bullshit.
Even if Saitama was strong enough to kill Popeye in one punch, Popeye has survived being fully disintegrated, only to recover good as new. Hell, God turned off all of reality and Popeye just ignored it.
And on the flip side, there was nothing stopping Popeye from just turning Saitama into a bunch of eggs, which he can do without spinach. So even if Popeye was weaker, he'd still have a way to finish the job in one punch.
Saitama was easily one of the strongest combatants we've ever seen, but pure strength was no match for Popeye's insane power, survivability.
I really want to see Saitama versus Krillin now.
If you thought nothing could match the One Punch Man, now you know Popeye's spinach can.
Oh, God. Boop, boop.
And that's a wrap for our anniversary season. Thank you so much for watching and supporting us for over a decade. Here's to another as Death Battle will return in 2022.
We don't even get to see the, wait. I'm sure other people already got the, who's this, who's that in that chat, and I'm sure they're gonna do that. So, I'm gonna pull the chat up right now. If you guys are still around, I'm definitely going to read some of your guys' comments. We'll start from the beginning. It's all good. We understand. Okay, great. Yeah, because like I said, it's one of those things that really just couldn't. I couldn't risk somebody ruining it. Bro, you missed the episode when Popeye One Punch Japan. I remember that weird Popeye movie with Robin Williams. Shit gonna get full Goku mode. Yo, the animation's on next level. I really thought they would do this in Pixel, but yeah. Oh, yeah. They went from hand-drawn to 3D. Like, that was crazy. Like, it's up there. It's easily in the top 5. There's no doubt. I'm curious who the artist is. Artemis probably did the animation. Again, I don't want to assume, because there's many other talents out there with the 3D part. The drawing, I wouldn't know. But Devil Artemis right away is like the first cat that comes to mind. He was a guest on our Reaction Squad podcast and everything like that. They give him manga feats. It looked like they did. Because, yeah, they did. Because he was bathing in lava and stuff like that. See, right there. Super Lucas says Popeye wins. See, he just comes in here and then he leaves. Like, boom. I'm going to do this real quick. Hide user on this channel. Boom. Sorry, you're gone forever for spoiling. Saitama is a parody like God, which is currently happening. Again, great, powerful, like, I don't think he is. I mean, the creator doesn't really say he is a parody. He just says that he's at his strongest at the beginning. They just start, it's like Superman, but instead of like Superman, like, he has to come in qualms with like his humanity, right? Like, look up for human, like, he has to be patient with humans. That's his struggle, right? Saitama's struggle is like, he just wants somebody strong enough to fight. He's got the Goku complex, but with Superman. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to work. Well, he does, but he does train, to be fair. It's not a lot, but he does train. So it's weird, you know? So that's what kind of makes him unique in his own way. River says, hey, I will say I never would have expected Popeye versus Saitama ever. I have to agree, River. I personally wanted Krillin versus Saitama. Obviously, as a kid, I remember watching Popeye. A stupid, dumb fun fact, there was a Galaxy World in Illinois. You guys can look it up. They just tore it down maybe 5-6 years ago. That used to be my jam to go to as a kid. There was a Popeye arcade game. It's like we have to like go up stairs and steps. You guys could probably find it on YouTube. It's an old Popeye arcade game. You have to get the spinach, and Bruno's trying to beat you up, whatever, and you got to rescue Olive Oil. In a nutshell, I remember there. I don't know why, but I was brought there. That machine in general was, I don't know if someone just put a bunch of quarters in it and walked away, or if it was just on free mode. But I swear to God, I hit the start button every time, and I was just playing the game for free. So I used to play the crap out of that game every time we went there. I don't know. Maybe I was just lucky. I don't know. But I do remember that, playing that game. And like I said, I used to watch Popeye a lot when I was a kid, but I don't remember much of it. I'm not going to act like I'm this freaking hardcore Popeye fan either. You know what I mean? So, okay. Hello, Donut. Okay, Death Punch. Are you thinking about doing other podcasts again with Ivan? Nidge says Donut. Daunt Gamer? I was going to call you Donut, but I'm assuming that's what you meant. Yeah, your picture is a donut, but you spelled donut wrong. Just so you know, it's D-O-N-U-T. You got the U and N backwards or messed up. Or maybe that's the joke. I don't know. Anyways, maybe, possibly, I don't know. My goal, again, like I said, for all you watching still, 10 to 2, my time. Right now it's 1:30, to give you an idea of what time it is. If you want to look at your clock and take a mental note. I am going to do SML, SMG4, Death Battle, maybe Brandon Rogers, maybe Hell of a Case, anything I can get my hands on. In that 4-hour period, I want to at least do 1 or 2 something live with y'all. And if you guys can, I get it though. It's school time, so it's very, very hard. But in a nutshell, when night falls, when it comes, for my own mental health and stuff, I can't be pushing myself at night, being all goofy, watching and doing all this stuff, because it just. Also, I have a child. I'm sure a lot of you know that right now because I mentioned it. I wanted to save it for a 100K special, but I feel like I'll never get there anymore. So I just said screw it. I just said it randomly on a stream. In a nutshell, like I have to take care of him at night. He's at school right now. See where I'm going with this? This is that little bit of free time that I have where I don't have any responsibility. And again, it's between 10 and 2. It depends. Some, I get that little hour or 2 chunk in there, and I'm fitting this in now, as you can see. So with that being said, all the stuff I mentioned I want to do, and then at night, like I said, watching videos and stuff, reacting is a little bit different than playing a game. Like I play like relaxing games at night, like puzzle games, like Battle Cats. Have you guys ever heard of that? I actually would consider play that on here if you guys want to see it. Epic 7, I'm sure that you guys see the RPG game. I just need something to just kind of calm myself, because there's certain games that just, I don't want to say trigger because I don't want to sound like a flake, but there is just some stuff that just gets me going, for better or worse. And I don't want to do that to my friends. They don't deserve that, because they know me behind the scenes and how I am and everything. But I digress. I need to get back to reading this stuff. So I just hope people understand that in general, I'm trying to avoid that. And if I do stuff at night, I try to be very careful in monitoring my own behavior, because I have my own things I grew up with, and stuff I'm still trying to take care of on my end, plus be a dad at the same time. If my kid's here, forget it. You won't even see me at night because, adulting's hard. But he usually goes to his mom's now because school started. But now we got winter break. He's going to be here like all the freaking time. So hopefully I can sneak in stuff here and there, but we'll see. We'll see. So Popeye, Cartoon Network, Popeye for sure for the win. Popeye eats spinach, consecutive normal punches. Go Popeye. Maybe a slightly higher pitch. That Popeye model is nightmare fuel. Yeah. As far as the voice goes, the Popeye could have been a little bit higher pitch. I have to agree. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Great. Powerful ounce. That Popeye model nightmare is just funny as hell to me. Rivers says, me and Ivan thought the same thing. We didn't care who won anymore because the fight would just look so good. Yep. Serious punch, final smash, Popeye from Multiverse. The real question is if Shaggy has no chance against Popeye due to Ultra Instinct Shaggy. I mean, I don't know, man. And they never drew Shaggy doing anything crazy because he was just a meme. You know what I mean? Okay. Ultra Instinct Shaggy is the definition of a gag character. Okay, like really, he's obviously non-canon, but like he's actually technically no. There is an episode when he got into that bar fight, but yeah, and he went all like nimble and just like he like 1v30 like the whole bar of thugs or bikers or whatever the hell they were. The only thing Saitama was going to win should go work in the circus. It's more than beautiful. Kayla, hooray, Popeye won. You gotta read One Punch Man manga, dude. So why didn't give Saitama a real opponent? Yamcha versus someone? Yeah. I personally think Krillin versus Saitama. Anybody feel me on that? I don't know. Maybe I'm just... It's like that's the whole bald head thing. Because, like, normally when we see these death battles, they compare like backstory, right? I guess their backstory for these two are they're both gag characters. And I could see Popeye being a gag character, like 100%. Saitama, I honestly don't. Like, I really don't. He doesn't, again, he doesn't beat up his creator from the show. He's not breaking any walls, you know, of reality. He's not bending, you know, he's not doing that. What he is he's literally like they said, like Superman or Goku on day one, of when you see the comic. You don't see him train to get there. But he just happened to got really strong, and he's like, I want to find a challenge. That's not really a gag character in my eyes. It's literally like if you took Superman and Superman had the same complex, would that automatically make him a gag character? No, it wouldn't. It would just, I don't want to say egocentric. You guys get what I'm saying. That's why I don't see him as a gag character. I really don't. I just see him as an overpowered person in a world that wants to actually find, it's like with that Goku complex, he wants to find someone worthy, and he's bored and whatever. So that's why I don't see him as a gag character. So that's my opinion. Again, so if we all disagree, it's cool. That's cool. I get it. Love. Oh, Dado Madachi. Yep. Oh, it was him. Yeah, he was also on our show too. Yo, that brother's hype, man. I like him. I get you, no worries. I'm just glad to see you doing more reactions again. Thanks, River. I appreciate it. You like puzzles? Check out White Shadows, the game. Okay. I just figured out that Popeye versus Chuck Norris is a good idea. Again, Chuck Norris is a meme. I would say Chuck Norris the meme versus Ultra Instinct Shaggy the meme. That would probably be more like, that's definitely like a cartoon Fight Club thing. By the way, you guys should support them too. Animation Rewind. Jorge is amazing. He's a cool cat. You know what I mean? He runs the show and everything. Animation Rewind did the meme universe versus other. Okay, someone beat me to the punch on the. They beat me to the punch. No, I was kidding. The definition of gag character is a character who's built around one funny idea. Saitama is built around just being overpowered. Well, if that's the case, then Superman's a gag character then. By using that same definition, Gabe. I mean, that's it. Like, he is. You can't say Superman is not overpowered because like that, like no one's ever going to agree with that. So by your definition, and or if the definition of, if that literally is the definition of gag character, then Superman's a gag character then. And I don't think the idea is funny that he's overpowered. I don't find it humorous that he can like, I mean, we find it humorous in a dark way, as in like, oh, you going up against One Punch Man? You don't get. It's like Mike Tyson then would be a gag character in real life. Like he's a gag character because people know. Oh, you going against Mike? What would you like your tombstone to say? You see what I'm saying? Because he's gonna he's gonna mess you up. So like, I understand what you're saying though. So like, it's one of those things, man. Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, I thank you for coming, you know, in here, and I don't even care to argue. Above all else, good episode. Like I said, I grew up watching Popeye. I don't remember any of it because I'm old now. That was like 30 some years ago. Saitama, I'm very fresh with ish. Maybe about a year or two ago, I finished the second season. And I haven't seen a new season since. I don't think there's anything new yet. So I was like, okay, you know. But like I said right away, there's a disclaimer. I'm like, yo, I haven't kept up with Popeye. I haven't done research. But right away when they started showing, I was like, oh, he bouncing off the sun. He rewriting. He got deleted. They turned the lights out on him, and he just you don't care. Like I was just like, oh, bro, it's a wrap. When I saw that, I was like, it's a wrap. Episode awesome. Lantern is more gag by that definition. Then the match versus Popeye is an uneven match because they both don't die because of cartoon logic. It would be a draw then, right, Jethawk? No, because his name is One Punch Man. I see both sides. I have the shouting gun. Nice, dude. I just have glasses now because I can't see anymore. My eyes used to be amazing, but too much video games and IT desk work. I fried my eyeballs to oblivion where I have stigmatism. But I still have 20/20 vision. The problem is my stigmatism is so blurry that it nerfs your vision. It's such a weird thing. Like if that, like basically, I could take my glasses off and I can see everything around me. I'm nearsighted from it, but that it's so it's weird. But anyway, people that know about glasses know now. It's just like that's why when I first started my channel, if you guys know, I never wore glasses, and it was just me consistently doing my channel and doing IT work, which I have monitors to look at crap. It's very bad for your eyes. Even you cats right now, even watching TV. I know some of you young still. This is my. You can literally just buy some. They're called AR glasses. Active reflective is what they stand for. Glasses for like $5-10. I highly recommend you wear them, even if they have no prescription. Right, just the glass. Wear them every time you watch TV or computer and video games. I know it sounds stupid, but when you get older, especially on your cell phone too, that shit fries your eyes. So like any chance you get to wear them, you're gonna have eyes longer than you would. Like I'm just telling you. I know it sounds like a when I was your age, I used to walk to school 50 miles a day type of old nidge speak, but I'm just saying, like, it's hindsight for me, right? Like if I could go back in time and tell myself that, hell yeah, I would. Cause wearing glasses, it sucks. It's like I always got to sit there and push them up like a fucking anime character now. I'm like, it's like you all know Popeye gonna fuck that up. You know, that type of thing. Got a blue screen with my glasses. Hell yeah, yeah. AR. Yeah, you got AR is what it probably is. Or it could be tint. You know, it just depends. But yeah, I probably should wrap this up. I will probably be back later just to chill and play some either like Phasmophobia or probably Epic 7, my one RPG game, my lazy game where I can just be lazy, talk to you all. I'm trying to bum rush it. I'm trying to do a new account 30-day challenge to see how far I can get the account. Some of you that tuned in maybe saw it the last few days, maybe not. But I got to get going. My kid here is going to be hopping off the bus here in about half an hour. But I got nothing else really to say on here. You know what I mean? Like, kind of out. I mean, I guess I could start grinding it right now and chat with y'all, but that's probably going to be boring for you all. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Let's talk about the ending. The little quick. Does anybody have any idea of what it was? I want to hear right now. Anything you saw. I don't like who. Okay, it says coming soon, right? We got that. Like who's okay? We could try to. I could try to pause it, but I can't click anywhere without going to a new video. They got so much stuff at the end. Has anybody got any scoop, any noise, anything at the end there? You can say the first part, the second part, the third, or the fourth, or just say it. I'm kind of curious if anyone knows anything. They seem to do a pretty good job of hiding it, in my opinion. Or I'm kind of a noob, you know, at times. So yeah, you too, WPRPG. If you got a bounce, and you only got, you know, put that right down there real quick. Tanjiro. Where's Tan? Okay, if you say the character's name, just in case, also say where they're from. Because there's so many, you know, shows and stuff, and sometimes it's like I know the character, but I completely forgot their name. Like for instance, Fate Stay Zero. Have you guys ever seen those, or the Fate series, or Fate Zero, or Fate Stay? I don't remember, like, Tosaka. I remember her, like, the main character, because I had a gag in my head about, like, what, you suck toes? you know, like a bridge series, if we made, like, a Fate Stay. What's your name, Tosaka? You suck toes, ho? Like, you know, just some cheeky stuff to add into, like, a bridge series. So, like, I remember her name because it literally sounds like sucking on toes. Not into that stuff, but I'm just telling you, like, when I heard her name, I kind of like laughed in my head. Not a Lameo, you know, like a Lamy, laugh in my head, or whatever you call it. Like, it was like that. So, Demon Slayer, Tanjiro. Okay. He's not the goat, or the pig boarhead. Is Tanjiro the main character? Okay, well that's good. Cool. Yeah, I guess you're the only one that kind of knows the sauce. No one else has got any other answers. Right on. But yeah, I guess this is time to wrap it up then. anyways, we all thank you all so much for watching this. Like I said, between 10 and 2. Oh, sorry, I got some bad gas coming up here. Also, like I said, I'm learning how to walk again because I had to rehabilitate my legs. They had to slice both my legs. They had to fix all the damage and everything I had from army days and just being a dumbass in life and other unfortunate events that just destroyed my legs. So I finally caught up to your boy Nidge, and yeah, I'm working out a lot, so I'm also tired with that too. So the main protagonist, okay. You see, I don't even remember his name. I don't know a single person's name in that whole show. And I watched it all, and I even went to the movie. I brought my brother with to see the Mugen Train, or Mugen Train, however you want to pronounce it. I don't know a single person. All I know is, like, main character, Lightning Boy, Boarhead. That's literally, and then Vampire Sister, you know? Like, that's it. That's it. And that's my fault, my problem. But I'm like that. When I first watch shows, I only have one season. I'll never remember their names. I need like 4 or 5 seasons to start really remembering people's names. Walking Dead was a perfect example. When I first watched it, it was Sheriff, Crossbow, Asian, bipolar wife, which was Sheriff's wife, Sheriff's son, right? Black guy, because he was literally the only. There was a joke about this, like every time a black person dies in Walking Dead, it gets replaced with a black guy. That was like the first 3-4 seasons, and they made a skit about it. I said it even before the skit, but when I saw the skit right away, I was like, I know where this is going. There was a funny Walking Dead one, so it was that like first black guy, second black guy, like. But now I watched it all the years over, and it's like now I know people's names, so I'm very slow with name remembering, and that's a very bad trait, but that's why I'm like that, like. So yeah, season 9, can't wait. Damn right. Anyways, y'all, thank you for joining and everything. I'm gonna also, this is Mastar Media. For those who don't know, go ahead and watch him as well. He's a cool cat. He actually looks like One Punch Man. It's funny. He actually dressed up like him and ran around cosplay. And whenever he goes places, it's easy as cosplay for him because he looks like him and everything. So it's awesome. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna eat a quick snack, and then I'm gonna get my son off the bus. So if you guys join me later in about 5 hours, great. If not, great. You guys take care. I'm out.